Shizuka opened her mouth. A mysterious liquid was injected into her by Nobita. The very next second, the critically ill Shizuka was suddenly full of energy and vitality. Doing 100 push-ups was no problem at all. With no way to repay him, Shizuka decided to devote herself to him. John and Sunio were moved to tears. Sadly, this touching scene existed only in Nobita's imagination. That day, Nobita had planned to ask Shizuka out to play, but Shizuka had caught a cold and couldn't go out at all. At that moment, Doraemon pulled out a toy medical kit. Inside were not only an X-ray machine and a microscope, but also a stethoscope that gave a diagnosis no matter where it was placed, along with ready-made medicine tailored to specific symptoms. Nobita immediately grabbed the medical kit and rushed to see the sick Shizuka. He asked her to take off her clothes so he could examine her, but Shizuka's cold was so mild that she had already recovered. This left Nobita, who had other motives, deeply disappointed. Just then, Sunio arrived at Shizuka's house. After hearing everything, he told Nobita that his nose felt uncomfortable. As he spoke, he even started to lift his clothes, asking Nobita to examine him. After the examination, it was confirmed that Sunio had a cold. Nobita generously injected him with the medicine. The very next second, Sunio was completely cured. He thanked Nobita and turned around to leave. Seeing this, Shizuka was amazed. She said that next time she got sick, she would rely on Nobita. But upon hearing this, Nobita became ecstatic and said he hoped Shizuka would get sick right away. At that moment, John came knocking at the door. He had heard from Sunio about Nobita's reputation as a miracle doctor. Because his stomach felt uncomfortable, he wanted Nobita to treat him. But before Nobita could even begin the diagnosis, John immediately stripped himself completely, even trying to take off his underwear. Nobita was utterly speechless. He hurriedly stopped John. When the medical kit diagnosed that John had eaten too many sweet potatoes, Nobita decisively fired the medicine, spraying it all over John's face and curing him on the spot. After sending John away, Shizuka walked into the room with a painful expression. She had burned her finger while making cocoa. Nobita was overjoyed. He picked up the stethoscope and again asked Shizuka to take off her clothes.
指をああそうかはい口を開けて
Unwilling to give up, Nobita continued to think of new ways. He used the excuse of a follow-up check and placed the stethoscope on Shizuka. Then he instructed her to take a deep breath and hold it without breathing. When Shizuka held her breath until she was almost suffocating and felt extremely uncomfortable, Nobita immediately put on an act and claimed something was seriously wrong. For the third time, he ordered her to loosen her clothes. But Shizuka wasn't foolish. Holding one's breath for that long would obviously make anyone feel unwell. With his plan half exposed, Nobita let out an awkward laugh. After leaving Shizuka's house, Nobita was soon surrounded by a group of people with strange illnesses. He ended up using every last dose of medicine in the medical kit. Then the worst thing happened. Shizuka's cold came back. She came to Nobita's place to ask him for treatment. Now praised as a miracle doctor, Nobita blurted out that it was already too late. This instantly scared Shizuka half to death. With a trembling, tearful voice, she begged Nobita to help her. Blushing for no clear reason, Nobita said he would at least take a look. This time, without him even asking, Shizuka consciously lifted her clothes. But just then, Doraemon returned. He deliberately pointed out that Nobita had already used up all the medicine. Sure enough, upon hearing this, Shizuka immediately put her clothes back down and saw through all of Nobita's schemes.
知らないドラえもんこの傷治せないかな。でこれ